All right, everyone, here we are, week one, iFit fitness program. We're gonna be going through all the exercises, how to cue them, and how to regress them if need be. So we'll start out with our warm-up. This warm-up's just getting the whole body moving, trying to get every major muscle group. Let's start with trunk rotation. So trunk rotation, you're gonna bring your arms out to the side, feet apart, bend the knees. We're gonna twist side to side. Now, if you want this to be a little harder, what you can do is you can bring your arms out like this and twist. Right, so our second exercise is arm cross. So arm cross, you bring your arms out, feet apart, bend your knees, and cross your arms across your body and push them back behind your body. Across the body and back. Across the body and back. Again, you can start this out with the arms bent. With the arms bent, it's a little less leverage, a little less force goes through the back and the chest. But to make it harder, you can bring those arms out nice and wide. So the next one is high knees. So you're gonna bring those knees up about high as you can get them. And what you can do is you can place your hands in front of you and tap your knees. If you would like an extra challenge your coordination, what you can do is you can bring your right hand to your left knee, left hand to the right knee. Now all of these exercises are going to be performed for 30 seconds each. So make sure that you have a timer and that you time all of these exercises. The next exercise is shoulder flexion and extension. So shoulder flexion is coming up in the front, and extension is going back behind your body. I like to do this in a split stance with one foot in front of the other. So one foot in the front, one foot in the back. Bend those knees, reach your arms up, keep them nice and straight, and then reach them back behind you. Up and back. You can always add something like Superman. We're going up and then we're flinging that cape back. Up. So the more interesting things you add, the more enjoyable it's gonna be for the participants. The next one is knee flexion. So for this one, you're probably gonna need to adjust your camera a little bit down so that they can see your feet, or make sure you have enough space where they can see. I like to demonstrate this from the side first. What we're gonna do is stand with our feet close together and kick the foot back. See if you can get it all the way up to your bottom, right? And then you can show it from the front as well so that you can see all the participants. You also wanna have this in gallery mode so you can see everybody's movement. Shoulder abduction. So we're gonna bring those arms up like this and down. So you can stand with your feet apart, up and down. So it's like a snow angel. Bring those arms, you should feel this in your shoulders. That's another good point. You can always tell the participants where they should feel the exercise. Oh, I feel it in my shoulders, right? The next one is hip hinge. So I like to do this one with the feet apart, hands on the hips, and then I show it from the side. So turn to the side, you're gonna bend forward, try to keep your back nice and straight, bend your knees, and then stand up nice and tall. Bend the knees, lean forward, try to keep your back straight, come up nice and tall. Just like that, warming up the back, getting that back a little stretched out. Trunk lateral flexion. So for this one, we bring our feet apart, bend the knees, put the hands right here on the hips, and then we're gonna bend to the side and try to slide your hand down, touch your knee, and then back to the top, and then the other side. So we're going side to side, stretching out the back. Good, okay, we got two more, right? So we have heel raise. Again, you're gonna wanna bring your camera down for these ones that are for the lower body. I like to show this one from the side. We're gonna come up to the toes and then back down. Start with the feet. We're gonna bring our feet about hip width, about this far apart, right? Right here, come up to your toes, back down to your heels. Up to your toes, down to your heels. Again, 30 seconds each. Last one is squats. So this one's kind of like we're gonna see, what their form is like on the squats. For the squats, again, I like to show the side profile. You're gonna bring your feet apart, bend the knees a little bit. I'll show you from the side. You're gonna bend your knees, you're gonna shoot your hips back, Look straight forward, come down low, and come up tall. To offer a regression, what you could say is you could get a chair or a couch or a bed or a bench or something, put it behind you, sit down and stand up. Sit down and stand up. Right, there's a regression for squats. All right, that is our warm-up. Now we have our cardio circuit. So for this circuit, we really want to be as quick as possible, really trying to get that heart rate up, really trying to get moving, get the blood flowing. So the first thing is straight punch. I go 1 foot in the front, 1 foot back. This is a split stance. I'm gonna bring those hands up in front, and we're gonna punch straight, boom, 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 for 30 seconds. Let's go. 30-second punches. If you wanna add a little challenge, what you could say is, okay, we're gonna switch our feet, switch the feet, and go. Now when I say switch, you're gonna switch. And switch, and go. Now if you're not already, it's really helpful to do these exercises with me while you're watching this. Since we're kinesiologists, you know, we're really good with learning kinesthetically, trying things. So if you're comfortable with it, it's always good to practice. So the next one for cardio is jog in place. Easy. We're just gonna bring those knees up, move those feet, and also we're gonna move the hands. So making sure that we get the whole body involved, move those feet, move those feet. All right, good. So easy, 30 seconds there. Now, feet apart, pivot punches. Feet apart, bend the knees, hands in the front. We're gonna twist and punch across the body to the opposite. If you have a wall to the side, to the opposite wall. Punch, back to the middle. Punch, side to side. Now, as you see, my hips are also turning, and you can't really see my feet, but if you're able to show your feet, you're gonna kind of pivot that foot like we call it in baseball, squish the bug. So you're gonna squish the bug with your foot, back to the middle, squish the bug, back to the middle, right? Pivot punches. Next one is elbow to knee. Bring those arms up, feet apart, you got your elbows out, and try to bring your elbow across to your knee. Working on the core a little bit, also the hip flexors, and some balance and coordination, trying to get across the body, opposition, right? Bringing it in, and again, we're going quick. Boom, boom. All right, so we've done those 4 exercises. Now we're gonna repeat them one more time. Do all 4 one more time, 30 seconds each. Take a little break, and then we got our second round of cardio. All right, so here we have cardio circuit number 2. The first thing we're gonna do is bring our feet apart. We're gonna go for hooks. So bend your knees, get low, hands up in front. We're gonna come around the side for a hook. Around the side, boom, boom, and again, we're gonna try to go nice and quick. Make it quick, moving that weight side to side. Good, now we're gonna try shuffle side to side. So what we're gonna do is bring the feet apart. We're gonna hop over to the left, hop, hop to the right, hop, hop to the left, hop, hop to the right. Good, and whatever space you have, try to take advantage of that space. Next up, we got uppercuts. So for this one, we got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hands up like you're about to box. Bring it from the bottom up, bottom up, bottom up, boom, boom. Bringing that fist up high. And again, if you want, you could say switch your feet, switch those feet, punching up, uppercuts. All right, last one for cardio circuit 2, modified jumping jacks. This one's gonna be important to show your whole body, including your legs if you can. I'm gonna step back far. So for modified jumping jacks, you start with the arms, right? Arms up, arms down. This is the simplest version of a jumping jack. Now, what we can do is we can add a step back to the middle, add a step to the side, back to the middle, step to the side, boom, side to side steps with the hands going up. Or even just the feet, side, side, side to side. Right, so that's a modified jumping jack, just a simpler version where you don't have to jump. Now we get into muscular strength and endurance. So the first one is elbow flexion or curls. I like to show from the side, curling up, down, up, squeeze those arms. You should feel it right here in those biceps. So bicep curls or elbow flexion. The next one is heel raise. And for this one, we're doing 30 seconds each. Again, 2 rounds through these first 4 exercises. Heel raise, you're coming up to your toes, back down to your heels. Raise the heels off the ground, come up to your tippy toes, back down to your heels. The toes, down to the heels. The next one is shoulder abduction. So we're gonna bring those arms up and down, as high as you can go. You can go all the way up if you want. Again, for this muscular strength and endurance, you can hold some small weights or some water bottles in your hands to add a little extra weight there. And the last one, for circuit 1, muscular strength and endurance, squats. So I like to show the side profile, getting low, getting high. If you do have the weights, you can hold them like this at your chest. Down, up, and you can always grab a seat, sit down, stand up, or you can hold the weights like this. Squat down, stand up. Okay, that's the first circuit, 4 exercises. We're gonna repeat those one more time, and then we'll get into our second circuit. Second circuit, shoulder flexion. So feet apart, bend the knees a little bit. Bring those hands up and front, nice and straight, and down by your hips. Up in front, big raise, down by the hips. Up and down. Working the shoulders, the front of the shoulders here, anterior delts. Next we got lunges. So this one's gonna be a little harder. You got your feet together, close together. Take one big step forward, bend the knee, and push yourself back. Switch legs, lunge forward, bend the knee, push back. You can also show this one from the side. Lunge, bend the knee, and push back. Again, my camera angle is not the best here, so you can always go a little lower with your camera. I'm on my phone, so it's a little difficult for me. Next one, third exercise, overhead press. Start with your bottles or just your hands or small weights at your shoulders. You can push them up over your head, back down to your shoulders. Up over the head, down to the shoulders. Up, 30 seconds, right? As many as you can, probably like 15 or 20, right? And if you can't reach all the way up, what you could do is you could just pump kind of like this, if you don't really have that range of motion, right? And the last one is side lunges. So you start with your feet together, take a big step to the right, bend down, it's like a squat to the right, then step to the left, squat down, back to the middle, right? And we're really just not trying to go quick on these ones, we're really trying to focus on form. So side lunges, bend that knee, back to the middle. All right, so that is circuit 2 for muscular strength and endurance. Now I'm gonna have to get low on this one because we're showing feet for balance. So Romberg is stand with your feet together, just like this. This angle is actually probably best for the exercises previously, if you're able to do this, so that you could see the whole body, right? Romberg stance is feet together. Now I put semi-Romberg in there as well. Semi-Romberg is feet together but staggered. So like this, like the toe goes right to the middle of the foot. And then you could do right leg in the front. Now the second one is tandem or semi-tandem. This is also called semi-tandem, but tandem is one foot straight in front of the other. So your feet make a straight line, like that. Tandem. Now single leg stance, this is just a test to see how good their balance is. So single leg, all you gotta do is bring that foot up like this, and you can bring your arms out, right? You're standing on one foot. We're trying to hold that for 30 seconds. If you want, you can kind of rest the toe down to help, or you could like tap the toe to help yourself stay up. And then we're gonna try that on the other leg too. So again, we go through these 3 exercises 2 times for 30 seconds each. So now I'll show you our stretches for flexibility. They have about 20 seconds each. So posterior capsule stretch is reaching the arm across the body, grab the elbow, and pull your arm across your body. Stand up nice and tall. And you're gonna feel the stretch over here in your shoulder. So reach across, grab the elbow, hold it 10 seconds, and then switch. Other side, across. Grab the elbow, pull the elbow across. Hold it for 10 seconds. It's better to hold the stretch for longer, but we're just kind of trying to get these motions down, these stretches down. So standing pec stretch is the second stretch for flexibility. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna bring the hands behind the back, interlock the fingers, right? And we're gonna stretch, puff our chest up and straighten out the arms. So we're stretching out the chest and the biceps by, putting the hands behind and straightening them out. Now the third one is standing lat stretch. So feet apart like this. Bring that arm up and over. You should feel a stretch along here on your lats. Stretch it as far as you can go. Hold it for 10 seconds, switch sides. Other side, big stretch up and over the head. Feel the stretch along the side. 10 seconds. Now we're gonna get down on the floor. So these are our 2 floor stretches. So the first one is seated hamstring. So you're gonna sit down on the floor, or you could do it on a chair or a seat with your legs out straight, toes pointed up. Make sure your legs are straight on the ground. Your knees are, the bottom of your knees are touching the floor. Start with your hands on your knees and slide your hands down as far as you can get them. Seated hamstring stretch. Our last stretch, hold that for 10 seconds. And then our last stretch, we're gonna bring the feet together like this. The bottoms of the feet together. You can hold your ankles and kind of lean forward. And you should feel a stretch on the inner thigh. And what you could do also is kind of press your legs down with your elbows. And yeah, so that's all the exercises for week 1. After we do our exercises, we're gonna go into our mindfulness portion. So take a little break and then we'll do mindfulness. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You all have my email. And yeah, let's get it going, first week.